Right. Hello, everyone. How are you all? My name is Sketch, and I am here with my cool co-caster, my triple C, Shiiguy, aka Mikkel. How are you doing, Shiiguy?
What's up? I'm doing pretty swell today.
I'm so happy all like 40 of you guys are here today. We are watching the Spain versus USA match today. I believe that's correct. It should be pretty good. This is the first round of winners. So last match we casted, it was who was it? Was it
Germany?
UK and Germany? Yeah, and Germany came through pretty well and beat United Kingdom by a decent amount, if I remember correctly. Japan played Mexico at a very weird time for Europeans, but it was like 10 p.m. Eastern. We were unable to cast that, if I remember correctly. But Japan came out on top by close to 100 points, if I remember correctly. And I think Spain and USA should be a really, really good match. I know both teams seem to be pretty decent this year. I think it's similar in terms of skill. And so I guess we can go into the lineups. So from USA, we have Ace T-Man, Brandon, Bryce, Despair, Roberto, and Royal. And so I think all of these players are pretty top-notch. So Despair and who was it? I missed the name. And Roberto are both players for DVP. My team, they tend to be mostly our runners in our team. And so I think they'll probably try to play a similar role for Team USA here. Royal is a very strong player as well. I think he is currently in Banana Legion. He just revived that team. He's currently leading it. He's a very, I'd say, consistent player as well. He tends to be pretty good with his item usage, if I remember correctly. Ace T-Man is the OG Shiiguy user. I think he still uses Shiiguy online.
Yep.
I'm not sure. Yeah, he still does. But he's a pretty consistent player. Brandon is in Arcadia. And he is one of the best in USA, I believe, this year as well. And so, switching over to Spain, we have Frogger, Luigion, Manster, Miguel, Roberto, and Sliver. I believe most of Team Spain this year is on RK, with the exception.
It's mainly a mix of RK and DMK with some other players.
Yeah, I don't think Frogger's in RK.
I know Frogger was in RK.
He is? Okay. Miguel's in ID, I believe. I think Manster, Luigion, Roberto, and Sliver are all members of Team RK, and they were in Division 1 this past season, and they did pretty well. They made it to the bracket stage, playoffs, and I think did they lose first round? Was it?
Yeah.
I think they lost first round, but it was pretty close. I think it was DVP actually. But yeah, so two strong teams. It should be very interesting to see who comes out on top today. I'm not really sure where we are in terms of people joining the room or when the game's going to start. But do you have any extra thoughts or comments on the match coming up today? What do you think is going to happen, Shiiguy?
I think it's going to be pretty close in the first half, but I'm going to predict that USA is going to come up on top.
Ooh, okay. That's a pretty I guess, good prediction. I guess I'll go against you, and I'll say Team Spain will win, and I'm going to say by around 30 points. I'm going to make that prediction. And being American myself, I kind of have some bias, but I'll do my best not to let that get in the way of a good old match. And Shiiguy, you're American now, I guess?
Yeah.
You kind of switch around here and there, go from one country to the other casually.
I mean, I got citizenship. Let's see. Like,
so are you like a dual citizen now, or are you just American? Okay.
That's correct.
Nice. Very cool. Very cool. Very interesting.
So we have 11 in the room right now, so we should be starting pretty soon.
I wonder who we're waiting on. If I had to guess, it's probably, I don't know, Despair. I'd guess Despair.
Yeah, I think he had to change his meat color.
Oh, was it actually?
Yeah, because
I was just kidding.
I see through the room, it was a white meat. So.
That's funny. Oh, yeah, Sis, I need some water. I'm really thirsty right now.
Okay, bro.
The thing about casting and talking is that if you talk too much, you lose a lot of, I don't know, you don't even lose water, your mouth just goes dry, you know what I mean? So you kind of have to keep hydrated, especially when you're talking for long periods of time. But that's why we're here. We're giving you quality content on top of the epic gameplay we're going to be watching from Royal from Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. So pretty hype, pretty exciting.
What is
Not
the
really much
chat
else to
thing?
talk about.
Chat, put
already
in,
went over-
put in your predictions for the match.
Yeah, put in your
Comparison,
hashtags.
Yeah, hashtag ESP win or hashtag USA win.
And if you don't
The chat.
put a prediction, then you're officially not cool. So go ahead and type in your predictions. I'm gonna type in Spain win.
So yeah, 12 and we should be getting started right now, I believe.
Oh, nice, it's starting.
Yeah. Oh, if you also hear us talking to nobody, we're talking to Cindo. But yeah. So
we got the game audio. We're going through the track picks. I wonder what they're gonna pick.
I'm gonna go with TM. So yeah. So again, looking at like the little like me track pick screen thing, I believe Spain would be 1-3-4 unless Royal joined within that spot region.
You know, I was wondering what inspired USA to pick pink jerseys on top of every other color they could have chosen.
I think it's just like almost every country's using like red, white, or blue.
I don't know. It's pretty cute.
That's
pretty cute.
So
So USA gets the first track pick. Great start for USA. Presumably they're in middle spots, hoping to get that clutch mushroom first set to take the first shortcut and drive as fast as they can. Royal happens to have the world record combo, I believe, on this track.
Yep.
So maybe he might pull out some fancy strategies in driving and break away pretty soon if he gets lucky with the shroom, but we'll just have to wait and see. So USA 2-3, Spain going up in first. You virtually never stay in first. Royal gets the mushroom. That's pretty much the best item you could have gotten.
That is what you want to see.
Fun fact, tricking when you're drafting like that slows you down, so Royal, you need to do that differently. However, he's already in first.
I think, yeah, I know Sliver likes to use Warrior, so yeah, he is in second right now with an item. Royal left defenseless in first, but he does get hit with the green, so that would be Sliver breaking into first.
Gets that cheese green off of him. That's kind of not good for Royal. What happened to his green originally?
I think Sliver had a red, so he had to break it.
Oh, okay.
I don't know who the DK in the back is. I don't think it was a DC.
It's Roberto, right?
I mean, yeah,
USA
I know
Roberto.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we're gonna have to differentiate that this match. I can't tell if it's a bot or not, though.
I hope.
Oh yeah, I don't think it is.
That would kind of suck. Yeah, I don't think it is either, because he used the bell pretty early on. Sliver's not first anymore.
I think it's a lot of Spain right now on the top, but that bomb does get
gets bombed.
Eagle and Sliver, so...
Unfortunately, it gets Royal too. Presumably, it was USA's bomb. Maybe Despair or someone up there.
Yeah, so I think that DK in the back is going for the shock, and there is a blue coming in for, I believe that's Ace T-Man in first.
Yeah, and so Roberto kind of likes, I think, being back there and getting shocks and blues. Like, I mean, he doesn't like it, but he's like pretty good at like doing that kind of role, you know?
Yeah, that'd have to be Roberto because Monster's up here.
Waluigi's up there.
So USA, I think right now is bottom 4 actually.
So hopefully they get the shock.
It is TM, so shrooms can definitely do a lot of damage here.
And if there is a shock, I think it's going to happen at the glider set, which is where it normally happens, lap 3, when the pack's kind of close like this. But I don't think Roberto doesn't have the shock yet. He's starting up. He was shrooming up earlier. Not looking good for USA there in terms of the shock.
I think USA might be bottom 6 right now, actually. Like, it's all USA back here.
That is not looking good for USA. They need a shock. I don't think
there
they have
isn't a shock either, because everyone's past the glider.
USA currently bottom 5, from what we can see at least. They're going to try to shroom up. There's Luigi back there.
is back here. But I think that might have been a plus 30 or more. Yeah,
that's top 5, 8 Spain.
Wow.
That track pick did not go nearly as well as USA expected it to go.
Spain baking in with a pretty big early lead, plus 36 after race 1. So I think USA
that is a great start for Team Spain. Not sure what USA was doing. I mean, they knew what they were doing. They were trying to get shocked. They didn't get shocked, and that was the result. You couldn't catch up. They were too far ahead. So.
I think, as a rookie would say, you don't really want to have someone starting off bagging at the start of the race. You want to have like someone who gets hit early on, because if you have someone like in third, for example, just like going, like try hard for shock or whatever, then you're basically just being forced to 5v6, which will definitely give the other team that isn't shock bagging a huge advantage.
I agree with that, and I think most top teams kind of have that strategy where whoever gets hit kind of just chills. Because when you get hit in these rooms, like, good players know, like, you're not going to do well just staying in the back. You might as well go back, like 11th or 12th, get coins and get good items, and you'll catch up much more efficiently that way. So, but unlucky for USA, they get a second track pick, which is great, Cheeseland.
A lot of
But
streamers coming in though.
it makes sense since Spain got top 5. So just have to see if they, I guess, get lucky enough to get the shock this time and
So
dodge up.
Real will be bagging here. We'll see if he tries to go for shock or just aims for a dodge and tries to stay in the middle.
And honestly, this track doesn't matter until end of lap 2, lap 3. Nothing lap 1 matters at all. So really what we're watching right now is kind of just, I don't know,
Filler gameplay.
delaying the inevitable, I don't know, shenanigans of lap 2 and lap 3 of Cheese.
So I believe it's 3 and 3 right now. 3 USA, 3 Spain bagging.
Which is pretty standard. That build's pretty good, but he's too far behind, so he opts to use it, which is sensible.
I'm guessing they're still getting it now. Although Spain is stopping a decent amount. I'm not sure if they have it or not, or if he's just trying to get it here. But
yeah, and how quickly can you pull shock? Is it 15 seconds?
30 seconds.
30 seconds. Okay, that makes sense.
Oh,
Royal has a low battery.
Warning. Although usually you have like 45 minutes by the time that first warning happens, so
yeah.
A lot of people in dodges right now, but I don't think Spain would have it. But although Royal does spam his boo.
Yeah, but I feel like nowadays people use shock quite early on Cheese just because both teams tend to get it so much, and so they try to.
For the bomb snipe does miss, but it bounced back. What?
Wait, what?
Did you see that? It bounced back from the bottom of the track. There is a shock though. It's a Spain shock, but that bomb bounced off the bottom of the track and came back to the top and actually got Mancer.
That was
that has to be the weirdest bomb snipe I've ever seen.
That was epic. So USA 10-9-8. I see a Shiiguy up there. He's in like second place. Hopefully he can.
But it's a lot of
Waluigi's.
So.
However, there are many shortcuts at the end of this, so Royal can potentially get a decent item here. Doesn't get the double. Shrooms would be okay. That's fine. He can shroom up here and take the double.
Roberto's getting taken out though.
Yeah, I don't think that was really smart of Luigion to do. He could have, stalled Royal from taking the shortcut. Now,
right, so a lot of USA.
Yeah, USA are shrooming up.
Fryer
Spain got blued on the line. Spain,
so that's
Spain is first.
I'm not sure if
it's most likely a winning race for USA. I believe they got 2, 3, 4. That's a winning race for USA. Not even close to a top 5. Not even close to what Spain was getting last race, but they were able to, tighten the gap that was made after just one race.
Yeah, so if you're USA, it's definitely what you want to get a comeback race.
Decent race for USA, and Spain got the shock, and that's surprising they weren't able to.
Although it actually might have been a
capitalize
USA
on
shock. I just saw Mr. Dodge.
I think it would have been USA's if Royal stopped before the boxes. I think he got shocked after the set, so if he knew there was a shock, I suspect he would have waited, but I could be wrong. I don't know.
Yeah, so
but either way.
Cheeseland +6 race for USA, so Spain's up by 30 after 2. And get Yoshi Valley and ED coming out. ED, obviously, a drafting track. What you want to pick for spots behind first, etc. But
yeah,
Yoshi Valley, I'm not really sure what it's good for. Because I know people usually pick it when they're like, oh, I don't know spots.
Oh, sorry, Yoshi Valley?
Yeah.
I feel like it's good for just whatever spots, because I feel like the race is usually so random, it can go either way, like depending on who gets the shock. Because the first set is so weird, like lap 2, you can just kind of like stop there and chill at the set and get like the most broken items when you're not even that far away, because the distance is kind of weird, I think, in the middle track. But regardless, it picks ED, which was this USA pick?
Yeah, so you say 3 for 3 right now.
I don't like this as a drafting track. I think Dolphin Shoals would have been a bit better for them, but we'll see what they can do.
I think it's a bit better for like the lower spots, I guess. If you can get a double
I agree.
Drop.
It's almost classed as like a bagging track. Not really a bagging track,
no,
but
I wouldn't say you don't really see people.
But it can work depending, like if you get the bullet bill for the last shortcut to get the bill.
There's also a huge glider at the end of the track, so
yeah, exactly. So
definitely a front.
We'll see how it goes. I think. Let's see.
So Royal with some greens in front of a lot of Spain. He's gonna try to do some work. He does get off of Roberto though, and fire coming around. I don't think it'll connect with Sliver, so it does miss.
No, Luigion's chilling in first right now. USA kind of mid to low spots, which isn't necessarily a bad thing on this track because of the shortcut.
Catch up. Although Ace does have greens around and might be able to get Miguel here, and he does connect. So
I don't know if that fire was a good idea, but regardless, he uses it. Misses Luigion.
I think he might just be trying to be able to get the double next set.
Exactly. I think it would be sensible for Brandon to pass Real here, and he can maybe be a bit intimidating with his red. Gets boomeranged anyways.
Yeah, his team's all around us. He's just gonna have to hold this red for now.
The red shell anymore.
But I think that is Spain in last right now. But I think it's almost all Spain in the front.
It seems like a bit of a hectic kind of race for USA right now. They seem to just
Although
be,
that top 4 is pretty gone, although unless all these guys have shrooms, that'll probably close them to get up a bit.
I guess there's no hope at Shock either, because Royal confidently uses that star to catch up.
Oh, that bomb though. It was a bit
Doesn't
too
really
tight
lock
for
on to
anyone
anyone. I think Spain has decent spots.
I think Spain might be top 4 because... No, I saw the spare back here.
So
I think
no,
yeah,
there is a DK though.
Yeah, I saw Roberto in the back too.
Okay, so I think Spain
it's
really good
Manster in
spots.
first right now.
Unless they choose a shock after the glider again.
We're all gonna get taken out here, so he's gonna be passed by. Yeah, so
Roberto's catch up. That red does a lot of damage for Royal. He gets the double, but he's too far behind.
Doesn't even get a shroom either, so he might.
Is there a shock? Is there gonna be a shock?
Doubt it. I think he just tried to take
the boo,
away
which is quite risky with his teammates trying to take the cut.
And his controller died. so he's actually gonna get last and what would have been 9th place. So yeah, it's a 3-4-5 for USA. Top 2 bottom 2 USA. So I believe that is actually a Spain winning race.
You really hate to see it, bro.
Yeah.
you really hate to see it.
That's like the first time I've actually seen a low battery warning kill it on the first warning.
Was it? Okay, maybe his
battery. I think he might have tried to
switch.
switch controllers.
What is
I'm not. I'm
bro,
so confused.
Oh my god, dude. Royal...
You hate to see it.
I mean, there's really no excuse, to be honest. He should have charged his controller before a World Cup Mario Kart 8 Deluxe match.
Yeah, so
that's the
Spain
only
up by
sensible
40
thing to do.
After 3, so
however,
still plenty of Mario Karting left.
That was a pretty close race, right?
No, it was a +10 for Spain, so I guess you could say it was close.
Yeah, kind of.
I mean, I guess Roy was in like what 8th, 9th before
he would have had like 9th or 10th probably.
Yeah, so that probably would have been like a +6 or a +8 for Spain, but it still would have been a Spain winning race regardless.
Yeah, for sure.
And Plant Slide is coming out, so I believe.
Pick.
Yeah, I know.
It's a pretty good running track, but the target shock spot is actually so bad. If you get shocked, it's pretty powerful on this track, I'd say.
I'm guessing Frogger's in first, that's why they picked it. No, Manster is, but each team, I believe, has one inward player.
Oh, their first is inward, but that makes sense. Yeah. This track is pretty common for inwards to pick when they're in first, in wars at least. Roberto chilling after he burns out. Again, these bumps and drafts are going to determine who's up in the front after the first few turns.
Like Royal avoided most of them, but he does get kind of.
Yeah, I suspect
the Spanish inward actually does get taken out. So
I don't know why. Okay, he uses the shroom anyways. He uses the shroom.
I probably would have held that. Oh, well, 2v4 right now for USA.
Yeah.
Well, where did that Nana come from? That was kind of sus.
I think it was a bit too ambitious to use that shroom too early.
I think he just wanted to break into the front pretty early and just support his team. But there's a lot of Spain back here besides Royal.
Yeah, that's true. But the pack's pretty close. He can catch up here. Everyone seems to be shrooming up. Spain, pretty bad spots, I guess.
I think they still are first. Actually, no, that might be Roberto in first now because I remember he was second.
Yeah, this is one of Roberto's best tracks for sure. He loves.
Yeah. So that is Roberto versus Manster's here in 8th with Koreans. He's gonna have to watch out to not hit his team here. But 5-6 right to the red. He might be able to. Yeah, he should trail this because the yellow's shown right behind him. But I think right now, 1-3-4 right now for USA. I think Royal's just going to change
Royal does not like to hold his shrooms, does he? He just likes to use it whenever he just wants.
Did Bryce get taken out? Yeah, he had to, so I think it's... Oh, wow, that fire! Whoa.
And see, if he didn't shroom, he might have been able to, not get hit up there when Spain was all behind him, but, maybe it just didn't work out the way he was expecting to work out. However, Roberto's still in first.
I think it might be bottom 4 right now for USA, because the only Morton is USA.
Yeah,
and
no one's going for shock either. There's definitely not going to be a shock. The pack is pretty darn close.
Yeah, well,
USA in a very similar situation to what they've been in the first few races.
This entire war, yeah. And his streams get stolen, so...
Yeah, where they're just in the back and they can't really do much to catch up.
I think that is Ace and Roberto in 2-3, though, so it might be a bit of a salvage.
Spain playing
pretty no box Royal either, so that's definitely going to hurt him a bit.
Yeah, Royal's not getting a good spot this race.
Yeah, it's still. I think Ace still pulled into second, but Roberto got taken out, so he actually ends up finishing 10th.
Unfortunate race for USA. Yeah, 1, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8. Bottom 4 USA. That is not what they're looking for.
Spain is breaking into quite the lead
on these track picks
quite early.
didn't seem like it was going to work out for them early on when USA was 1-3-4. However, they were able to knock them out pretty quickly, going into lap 2 and 3, and they were able to come back and get a plus what? 20
plus
race?
22. So
22.
after the first GP, Spain is up by 62 after 4. And if for USA, you're going to need a momentum switch like now, because you don't want to be behind by too much too late.
They need a momentum switch as soon as possible. And even their track picks aren't switching that momentum so far. They've been pretty fortunate on the track pick side of things.
That last pick was Spain, but besides that, they've gotten everything they've chosen so far.
So hopefully it picks RMC for USA. Hopefully it picks Wario Stadium for Spain. We'll have to see. But at the moment, Spain is definitely dominating the competition.
Yeah, so RMC coming in for USA, so they've gotten basically every pick so far, but obviously haven't been able to get the results that they've wanted on it.
Exactly.
But, maybe RMC is a bagging track, although I wouldn't say shocks are as common on RMC as they are, say, like on Desert or Cheese, just because it's a lot shorter.
They're not. Yeah, they're not. But I think in higher level rooms, the pack tends to be way more spread out, I guess, and so I think they tend to be more common in wars where people are playing as optimally as possible, I guess. But we'll just have to wait and see. Shock didn't really help them out on the tracks where they needed it because they weren't really going for it, I guess, which I guess someone really should have been going for it, which could have won them the races in the long run for USA. Like PPS, if someone got hit, they, like you said, they could have went back and stopped for boxes and got shock, but it doesn't seem like anybody in this lineup is doing that, which could hurt them overall. So I think this track, though, being a bagging track, they won't have a problem. Either team at least getting one shock, potentially. But we'll just have to wait and see. Looking up in the front of the pack, I see Ace up there.
That's also Bryce next to him in third. All the Waluigi's are Spain, I'm pretty sure, after Brandon switched out.
That's good to know, actually. So USA pulls the blue shell. It seems
that is actually bottom 2 for Spain right now, so they may have the shock. I guess we should keep an eye on last place.
Well, they're definitely in a better position to pull the shock. Royal forced to use a star from that red.
And they only get turns too, so if USA does manage to have the shock, although USA is all back here right now, unless that is Roberto in first, but besides that, it's not looking too good. Oh my god, that bomb
was very spooky. He's gonna
Luigi with these triple greens gonna have to watch out to not hit Sliver, but he is in a really good position
to shroom to avoid the back spam or take glider cut here potentially.
Although Roy does have 2 shrooms,
he's gonna be able to shroom up. Hopefully there's no red.
Okay,
there's a red shell.
Sliver's
gonna be able to red him. He's waiting for the red. He gets the shroom. Roberto's still in first. Is he able to pass? He doesn't pass the line.
I think it's top 2. I think that might be top. That might even be top 3.
A cheese race from that, I believe. That was
Spain
top 3-5 from that.
Wow.
So Spain got clapped at the end. That was so cheese for Spain.
If that was a USA blue, you have to be feeling kind of iffy right now.
I really hope it wasn't a USA blue. I really don't think it was.
Although I did see Roberto spin out on the straightaway, so that might have costed it if it was a USA blue.
Oh, dude, that was crazy at the end. There was no shock that race either, so there was no, I guess, leveraging with that. But at the end, that was just killer because USA was going to have a good race, but Sliver gets a red. And that's why I thought Royal would take the glider cut, because if he took the glider cut, the red wouldn't have reached him and he would have been able to get at least around the turn.
Though I don't think Roberto had defense either.
Well, it doesn't matter because Royal would have confirmed first, I guess, from taking the glider cut, but he opts to go for the box and not even get an item. He just has 2 shrooms, but Sliver has red and takes him out, and then the blue comes, and that just ruins USA's race.
So that red it proved deadly, as it would have made a top 2
definitely
a top 3. It made a top 2 for USA, a top 3 for Spain, and that gives them a plus 18 race, up by 80 after 5. So I mean, USA keeps saying these picks, but they're clearly not really taking advantage of it as they keep getting losing races. So another bagging track.
Pretty early on. We're not even in the second half yet. We got another bagging track here from USA. They're quickly running out of bagging tracks though. They need to get a successful one pretty soon so they can capitalize on more running tracks that they're comfortable with. But at the moment, it's not looking too good for USA. But these wars go back and forth so often that the momentum can switch pretty quickly. So we'll just have to wait and see for that. I think the lineups are both...
Royal might go. Yeah, I think Royal's going to go for it here.
Yeah, the lineups are pretty split in terms of who's bagging and who's riding, which is pretty standard, I'd say. Like half and half for each lineup. Royal's definitely shock bagging. The bill kind of sucks.
I think it's probably past 30 seconds, like right about now. So if someone's going to pull a shock, it's probably at this set or at the first set next lap.
Yeah, I would agree with that. The bill's not great, obviously, for shock bagging. I don't know why he's delaying using it. He might as well just get rid of it. And...
Oh, but Royal
the
does
shock!
pull it, so...
However, Spain goes by the boxes too, so it's very likely that there's 2 shocks or 3 shocks in play right now.
Yeah, so Sliver does have a shock,
Spain,
so I'm pretty sure Royal's going to spam with the
shock.
second he gets out.
So that would be the smartest play. Yeah, come on.
Alright, yeah, see Waluigi going into dodge. Hold, yeah.
Yeah, so Spain...
So I think Sliver actually dodged and then used the shock at the same time that USA was using, because I did see Royal use his first. But then he did get shocked.
Both teams might have dodged, which would have been...
Yeah, so I think both teams called the shock at the same time. Although Royal does have a bill. If he gets a golden here, he should. He just
needs the bill right here at the set. Bill now. Okay, I don't know what he's doing, because now he might be too late to get the second item. He goes for the shortcut, which...
That's not really the smartest thing. Although, no. I usually see the bill go all the way around, so...
No, he's not going to get the item, but it's okay. He can still catch up. Blue's going out. That might be Roberto, but
no, that's Brandon versus
Roy. Brandon's the Roy, so USA is getting blued again.
But yeah, Spain is still last, 10-12 right now. Spain actually is a decent amount of the back, but it is desert.
So Spain's last, and they're 9th and 10th, or 10th and 9th at the moment.
Bryce back here as well.
Might be able to pull something off here. The pack's pretty tight right now. USA going into bottom 2 at the
moment. I think that's the spare in first, though. And that's at least 2nd or 3rd for USA as well, because that is
Royal, I'm not sure what he's doing. He gets 9th. I don't think he was getting higher than that eventually. Spain doing 1, 4, 5, 6, 7. USA 8, 9, 10, 11, and only
I think that still is a winning race for Spain, but USA...
it's definitely a winning race for Spain. That was a
horrible
race for USA. They're not capitalizing in the way they need to on these bagging tracks. Both teams full shock, and honestly, they should have used it a lot sooner, I think, if they were able to with dodges. But that's just the way she goes sometimes, I guess.
So after the halfway point, plus 90 for Spain, and they're looking pretty solid right now.
Yeah, Spain is absolutely on a roll right now. They're, not taking any prisoners for sure.
So yeah, USA just keeps kind of spamming these bagging tracks, but like with the way it's going, I'd honestly kind of stay away from bagging tracks. It's clear that it's not really working, so you might as well just try your luck on like a drafting track or something of those sorts. Even though it may not look that smart based on your spots, if you're not really getting the shock, you're just kind of throwing away good spots.
I don't think I agree with the GP3 pick. I don't know if that's gonna be good for them, but I could be wrong, I guess. Because Spain is in first and 4, 5, 6, 7, so they can easily pull shrooms at the first set.
But like USA's gotten all these. USA's gotten all these picks, and I don't know.
Yeah, they're getting all of these picks, and the luck's not going to always stay in their favor in terms of track picks, so they need to make the most of it while they can, I guess. So we'll have to see how this goes, but I don't think this is a great setup initially, but I could be wrong. They could do pretty well here if they know how to bag properly and everything, and if there's a shock. Sliver already opting to bag. Spain
Roberto's also going to already. Royal also. I think Royal's just going to be like, oh, I got the shock last race, so maybe I can get it again here. I don't know. Sometimes you have it, sometimes you don't. That's just how it be.
Yeah, so Spain's top 3 at the moment. And if they play their cards right, they can break away pretty easily, because I see no one in top 3 getting hit by anything. And if you say Spain's all Waluigi, then they're top 4 actually at the moment.
That's DK.
Sliver's in the back.
So yeah, that is. Although that is Bryce in fourth.
So if anyone's getting the shock right now, it's the highest likelihood is Spain getting it in last place at the moment.
Although I don't think I saw. Oh no, Sliver's using a golden right now. I'm pretty sure, but Roberto gets taken out by that.
There's a blue shell. I think it was from Team USA, obviously.
Probably. Oh no, I think it was Sliver throwing it actually, because.
Oh yeah, they had a horn. They must have had a horn or something, or a mushroom. I think it was a horn.
Yeah, it was a horn. Yeah,
but this is the catch-up time. This is lap 3.
Yeah, so Brandon 3rd right now, or 2nd, but
like I said,
he's gonna get redded, I believe.
Great.
Brandon's gotta watch out with the shred. Did Roy just clip through the bridge? Oh yes,
Brandon. That wasn't really Brandon's fault though. I don't think. I think Royal should have been more careful.
And he's gotta watch out with his plant though. Yeah, so Roberto's right next to him. He does get started by.
For USA, it's just not on point at the moment. They're not communicating the way they need to.
He does actually back Sliver, I think.
Yeah, but Sliver is never really going to get a good spot for being the backing role. But Spain gets bottom 2, which is quite good.
No, I got 11th. But yeah, 10-12.
Oh, sorry, 10. Yeah.
But that still is a winning race for Spain, I believe, or a pretty split race. Yeah, so +4 for Spain. And
Spain was just able to break away so quickly, so easily at the beginning, which is what I was afraid of when USA made this track pick. And with Spain having the back presence and the front presence, that combination was like super optimal in that situation. So I think Spain played that pretty well actually.
And
The USA kind of floundered towards lap 3, trying to catch up because they realized they were running out of time to get back up there, and eventually hit each other because of it. So I think they just need to try to start playing a bit smarter rather than scattered, I guess.
I mean, time's definitely ticking for the USA side here because they have 5 races left to cut off a 94-point deficit, which, I mean, it's definitely not impossible, but the odds are definitely against you. And especially on a track like DK Jungle, it might be a bit hard to break into the front early.
Yeah, for sure.
We'll see.
Oh man, so the momentum still has not changed in USA's favor, and Spain is continuing to get every single win almost. I think USA's only won 1 race so far, so.
Yeah, and it was a +6, so.
Alright, so Skitty's not the best character, I guess, to be in the pack.
Although he does get the pretty solid bounce pad.
Yeah, that's pretty good, actually.
Right now for USA, but he has to watch out for this trail here.
Yeah, he's not able to challenge that at all because he doesn't have anything. Doesn't get the double. Gets a red at least. This is very scary, though. Lag trail is very probable in the situation.
He's just going to go early for coins. Oh my god, he almost fell off the track, but managed to stay alive.
Spain's really good spots.
Throws
the red. He drives off the track.
You hate to see it.
I know Royal's
I think Royal's
Royal's a good player. I just think he might be under pressure right now, and I think he knows 100 or something people are watching him, and sometimes that gets to you. So hopefully he cools his composure a bit and gets his head back in the game, I guess. But he's playing from the back now, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. He can catch back up.
I mean, yeah, shocks on the track are actually pretty common, I'd say, just because of how long the track is.
That's a toxic boomerang in last. I don't know why that's there.
And he actually
gets hit by it. He's not thinking before he uses his shrooms and whatever else he's using. Was that Despair's boomerang?
I don't know, because I think it didn't really. I think it might have not. I think because I think it may have came from behind him. Actually, yeah, that had to be Despair. Never mind. But yeah, I don't think a shock is in play right now for USA. But I think that
I think Despair's holding his bell to the bell spot up here around the.
Yeah, DK is in top 2, so that's both Spain and USA. Although there is a bit of a bill exploit here if he uses after the bounce pad, but yeah, so he's going to use it here.
He used it too early, I think, but it might.
If you use it correctly, it should take you past.
He passed too many.
USA
people.
Spain holding blue, so that means Roberto's in second.
So yeah, that bill spot you're supposed to use it at the second TTA, I believe, and then it takes you here.
I think USA is 2 through 5 right now, so.
Yeah, it's looking like a really good front presence, I guess, for USA.
Oh, but oh my god, he gets taken out in
He has
mid-air.
shrooms, so that's not nearly as bad as it could have been.
I think this
might have fallen off. There's bills coming up.
So then, yeah, that was 2, 3, 4 for you. That might have been 2, 3, 4, 6, I believe. Yeah, so that should be actually
a winning race for USA. One of the first they've had this entire war. Not nearly enough to what they need to catch back up to, be in the position of winning the match, but it's a good start, I think. And so hopefully they pick a better track than ED for drafting spots, but I'll presume they're going to pick something like Dolphin Shoals or, I don't know, like Wario's Gold Mine or Ice Ice Outpost. Those are 3 tracks that come to mind for their positions currently in 2, 3, 4, and 6.
So 1 GP left. Spain definitely looking pretty strong here with an 86-point lead. USA's going to need some pretty massive races to pull this one back, but we'll see.
Yeah, looking back on the bill, I say bad bullet usage because he used it soon enough to where he got into his pack and passed 6 people, and that made it stop early. Whereas if he waited till the second tiki or like the shortcut, he could have been taken to the cave at least. He probably would have been better off, I guess, but in the end, it didn't really matter, I guess.
So yeah, USA with another pick. They're going to try and draft off a first here. I'm not sure who is in first, but I think it's Manster. And if it's a Scooty in first, that means they're going to... Yeah, so it is actually Scooty in first, which means they're going to get the slow startup. which means they actually might get an opportunity to draft when USA is going to be in first or so after the first turn. But
so hopefully they're able to draft...
Yeah, so
they're definitely going to draft him. First place goes for coins, which is...
Royal used his shroom, but I think that
I know he used it way too early. He's been doing that
might have actually canceled.
I don't know what he's doing, honestly, but, it is what it is. He gets rid off.
I think he's just going to go for shock again. Or maybe go for coins. Bottom 2 USA right now. Actually, no, that is Spain in last. I'm not sure who that was exactly. He's gonna go for these coins on the eel, but he misses
He misses
almost every single one.
Oh, I'm sorry, Royal, but you gotta get good, bro. Get
Misses
good.
those coins and those. Yeah, definitely. You definitely hate to see it.
Yeah, you do hate to see it, but maybe we can get a shock rebel here. Maybe we can get something to help the team.
He
He gets a blue.
I
That's
think
something.
USA just took out Luigi on first.
Yeah, so I think Roberto's in first at the moment. Yeah, so they have some front punches in there.
If you're USA right now, you cannot afford to get last at all.
Maybe they can get or chain the star here to a shock. Maybe that would be nice. We'll have to see. It's a golden, so not what they wanted. Doesn't seem like Spain, as we know it, has shock yet. He's holding a star.
He's holding the star. If he holds it through the set, I think that's a pretty good indicator. No, but he spammed his bill. Although the bill spot is actually on the eel, so I think he's just trying to get another box to hopefully get shock.
Yeah, for sure.
Although I think that is Roberto right now with a pretty decent breakaway.
Yeah, I think Roberto, once he gets in the front, he's pretty comfortable and chilling out there. He's a good driver, so that's his comfort zone, I think. And holding blue shells is pretty good.
I believe.
Top three.
But Ace gets taken out, so that's Sliver right now.
Oh, the Wario man. Sliver man, he's
he's
thirsty
chilling
for blood, bro.
So yeah,
Roberto's pretty gone.
I don't know if that's either.
Pretty gone.
Yeah, so
Wario gets taken out. There's a blue shell going.
The blue from back here just because of how far behind he is, so we might actually have a chance to get not last, which will be definitely huge for the USA side.
Maybe a shock?
Oh, but no, it was a horn.
Yeah, he used it because he had a horn, yeah.
So if Royal does pull a bill here, he might be able to get like 11th or something.
Yeah, I'll spin that button as hard as... Yeah, there you go. That's a bill.
But I think it might be too little.
No, I think it might be too far behind, yeah.
Yeah, but that was a really, really good race for USA.
That was a really good race for USA, I believe. That might be the momentum they needed. Yeah,
well,
it was okay.
Top
2, 6, 7, 9, and last. It's a winning race at least. So it's in the step in the right direction.
Yeah, that was a
USA.
plus 8, I have to think. Toad isn't really showing the correct message right now. But yeah, it's a plus 8, so 3 races left, 78-point differential. Which means they basically just need to win this race to even keep their hopes alive. Because a losing race here, I think, would make it mathematically impossible. Or more than 2. But yeah, right now Spain's sitting pretty.
Sorry, I was sending a message. Okay, I'm back. I am back. But yeah, USA able to win that race at least, so they're going to capitalize it with a high roll circuit track pick, which is pretty popular for top 2 because you can split the coins up, but sometimes there can be drops and bumps that are unwanted and silly things that go on. But we'll just have to wait and see if they're able to get past the first glider at least and stay in top 2, which kind of confirms a decent run after that.
Spain so far showing that track picks do not matter as much as people think they should. By almost 80.
I think they matter less in this game for sure, just because item usage is so important. But we shall see how it goes. We were able to get those 2 coins, which is interesting. It must have been Maggie or something.
What's the shroom? Not use the shroom. He's gonna go for these coins and get 10.
Maybe he's learned his lesson from not spamming a shroom at the beginning. But
Answer does have a red and 11th though, so he might just chuck it around.
I think Roberto's able to at least keep first up there. I see Waluigi pretty closely behind Roberto at the moment. Pack is still quite close. I suspect Royal's just going to use the shroom through the cut to not get bumped, at least. Yeah.
Ace with bananas, he's going to have to watch out.
Yeah, he should have thrown it away early.
I mean, I guess he really couldn't have because there's a pretty short roof at the top and also...
I know, but I think he could have been better, but... Fortunate. Manster takes the box. Unfortunate for Royal. He shrimps up into a banana! I don't know what Okay, I'm sorry, Royal. You've been doing this all war. You need to, chill with your shrooms and think about
this is bottom 3, bottom 2 right now for USA.
So, USA's bottom 3 at the moment. Not really in shock range. Roberto's still up there, but Spain's pretty much all behind them, and it's only a matter of time before they get the items they need, like red shells in 2nd and 3rd, to take Roberto out. I don't think USA is in the position to get blue just because they're bottom 2, bottom 3 at the moment. So if anyone's pulling a blue shell, it's going to be USA. So I think Roberto's safe in terms of that kind of offense. But at the moment, I'm just fearing that he might get hit first.
Got reds. There's a lot more that can go wrong that can go right for Roberto right now.
USA is actually not too bad.
I don't know, actually. I think Spain might be 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, but...
Brandon with this bomb, and I think 5th or 6th.
Royal's definitely playing more sensibly at the moment. He's more conservative.
Green's coming up though. I think that does connect with Ace, but I think they miss actually. Roberto's
Spain
still
gets
holding
hit.
on to first.
USA 1-3-4. This is looking really good for USA.
Luigi does show. I think he actually took over first though.
I think Luigi might have gotten first.
So yeah, 2-3-4 for USA.
Luigi clutches that first place.
Wow.
That was well played, Luigi. USA still gets 2-3-4. I believe that's still a winning race.
It is still a winning race for
USA.
Yeah, but it's only a +4, and when you're down 74 after 10, you kind of need that last race to be pretty key.
100%. There are only 2 races left.
Spain,
USA is down 74 points. And mathematically, yes, that is possible. A top 6, as we all know, is +40. So they need a top 6, at least one race, and then a top 5 in like 7 or 8. The second race, which is gonna need like a modern day miracle, but you know, we've seen comebacks similar to that before, so you never know.
I mean, Spain is basically in the best position possible that you can be if the match hasn't closed out already. Because even if USA does get a top 6, they still have to they still have to get a top 5 the next race to win.
At least, yeah.
So like, it's gonna be definitely an uphill battle for USA. I think Spain kind of has it, but Caster's curse, so
yeah, exactly.
Yoshi Valley does come in. I think
Spain's just picking this to be safe, to be honest. It's like a very neutral track, I think, in terms of placements usually.
But if you're USA right now, you just gotta be thinking, I cannot get last. Because I think if they do get last, it'll actually be impossible for them to win, even if they do get top 5.
Yeah, they need like a top 5-8 or something.
Because they need to win this race by at least 34. So
at least 35 to win, I guess. But off we go. Spain starting in first. Royal opting for the coins, which is fine because you can get a pretty good item at the set, I believe. Oh goodness, yeah, he gets a star, so I think he's definitely gonna be the one trying to go for blues and shocks, at least for team.
I don't know. Let's see if he
USA
break here. I think he might just be trying to stay in the top. I think Spain knows that if they get a shock, they can just kind of ruin USA's hopes here.
Exactly. I don't know what Royal's doing because he's not really in shock territory, is he?
I think he's just trying to combat early on. And just trying to keep
Spain in the back. It might be more beneficial for USA to go for the shock.
USA, I think USA right now is actually all in the front, so you actually want Royal to stay in the back a bit. I think USA is top 5 actually.
So USA has really good spots, but Spain's far back there, and at that first set, he can definitely pull.
There's a blue coming in, and the green connects with Royal, and there's going to be a blue coming in for, I believe that is Roberto.
Sliver, is that a shock?
But the blue is horn. I didn't see shock.
Was it a star? I think it was a star.
I mean, we'll see if he uses it or not. Oh, that was a shock. So
by Spain, yeah.
Spain going to be able to chain themselves into boxes
before boxes, and USA's all after boxes. That is not good for USA, especially going into lap 3. Spain's absolutely great shots.
Manster takes over Roberto in first.
They're all catching up. They're all going to have really good
on a fire, so he's going to be able to chain it on one of the USA Mortons. Roberto in the back as well. It's just Royal up here for USA.
USA doing everything they can to get up there, but it's not looking good. Spain's top 2, I believe.
Yeah, they're
Ace
top
is
2.
kind of up there. But dodging that shock so early on and getting USA after that set is so good for Spain.
So yeah, we're just gonna hope. Oh, he does get the long range green
on Spain.
But I think it might be too late to take off first. And I think if Spain does get first here, they mathematically win it.
Royal needs 2 red shells at least.
The first one didn't connect.
No,
I think he's firing first. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. So Manster getting first for sure.
Reds. I think that's games.
USA getting 2.
Oh, and Roy gets planted on the line.
He gets planted. Yeah,
I think Spain does actually take the win away because I doubt that was a +2 before. Yeah,
1, 4, 5, 6, 7 from Spain.
So Spain will be going on to, I believe, face Japan in the next round, and USA is gonna have to play Mexico tomorrow.
Spain sealing the deal, man.
I think this is definitely an unexpected result for a lot of people, but Spain is obviously one of the more formidable teams in this year's World Cup. So I think they definitely have a shot against Japan, but it is Japan, so we'll have to see. And I think USA Mexico is also going to be a pretty good match because Mexico, I think, is really underrated.
Yeah, they did pretty well against Japan, if I remember correctly. Looking back, but
I believe they also have a lot of chemistry just because almost all of them play for the same team. But
What
they
was I
still have a
gonna
really
say?
strong batch of players.
Yeah, I believe Japan is definitely the
The team to
favorites
beat. Yeah.
in World Cup. They've won every year literally since the first World Cup in 8U. Coming close some years, but most years have been kind of a blowout. Just because they're so optimal in the way they play, and they play definitely a lot more, I think, than any other country.
Yeah, for
So,
sure.
but yeah, this last race is pretty much just for fun, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Can't really do much
Kind
to
of a celebration race if you're Spain for
come back.
advancing, and if you're USA, you just gotta keep your head up and look forward to the next round, and try and stay alive.
But I think looking back, I guess to improve for USA is that when they're all in the front, someone should definitely counter their opposing team's bottom spots. Like I think
Yeah.
Royal could have countered Spain in the back more than what he was doing because he trimmed up quite early on. I think in an attempt to catch up and try to get that top 6 race.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it would have benefited USA more if they're able to go back and get a shock and counter whatever shock Spain was going to get at that point in time. And I think that's true for pretty much the whole war as well. And just the way they were using their items doesn't really, I don't know, I guess the word is not optimal, I guess, I don't know. But moving forward, I guess they can work on that. And there is a loser's bracket, correct?
Oh, but Royal actually does have shock, so might be able to use that. He just chooses to spam it, only dodges Roberto.
Is there a loser's bracket this year?
Yeah, there is. So USA is gonna face Mexico in the loser's bracket, and Spain goes on to face Japan in the next round.
It's kind of funny that they get shocked when they literally don't need it at all because the war's over.
Yeah, and Royal is just kind of, I don't really think he cares at this point. So I think that is, yeah, that's Manson first, Ace in second. But besides that,
yeah, I don't think either team kind of cares what's going on.
Yeah, I think it's more just like a celebration.
As we see with the spam shock by Royal after. But,
I think Spain is actually bottom 2 right now. And did he take? I don't know if
Royal
he
just
starred Despair there, or if he.
Yeah, that was the star through Despair. So. I think it's Manster in first, right? Manster's been popping off, actually.
I think Manster actually may drop the 145, but...
That's crazy, dude. He's coming out of nowhere. He's #1 Spain right now.
So, yeah.
So
oh, never mind. It was actually just a 135, my bad.
But... Only 135. That's not really that impressive.
So, yeah, we're just gonna go off the game as fast as he can.
Royal's so cool. That just shows that he doesn't even want to play Mario Kart anymore. That he just wants to get off the game as soon as possible and play different games because Mario Kart's such a bad game. No, I'm just kidding. I find it funny when streamers quit the game as soon as the match is over, just like in an attempt to look cool. I think it's gonna. But anyways, great match between
the bracket here.
USA and Spain, and now looking at the bracket, Spain advances and they're versing Team Japan.
So yeah, but looking at the bracket as a whole, France versus Canada still has to be played just because of the Japan Expo going on in France right now. A lot of the community's going on over there. So the loser of that will go on to play the UK, and the winner will go on to play Germany. So that'll be an interesting match. Looking up in the future, I believe Mexico against the US is tomorrow. So stay tuned. There might be.
Oh, what time is that? Do you know?
I do not know. Get some confirmation. So it'll be at 3 p.m. tomorrow.
Nice.
So stay tuned for a potential cast. And end result of the war is 542 Spain to 442 USA, so that's a plus 100 to go on to the next round.
Yeah, I don't think we expected that big of a blowout. But well played by Spain for sure. USA did not make the mark today. I think Spain was definitely the better team overall. So it'll be interesting to see how they play against Team Japan, one of the better teams in the tournament. I don't think we have interviews because one team doesn't speak that much English, I guess, and then one team doesn't want to talk, maybe? I don't know. But we don't have interviews right now. Moving forward, we already talked future matches. I don't think there's really anything else to plug at the moment. So anything else from you, Shiiguy, or is that pretty much it?
I think that's it. Thank you guys for watching.
All right, yeah, thank you guys for watching, and come back tomorrow for some more epic Mario Kart 8 Deluxe World Cup action. See you guys.